Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where you are. I'm Mom, and we are back with the continuing adventures of Lieutenant Daammo Tuly and her adventures in doing Delta Recruit. If you remember from the last time we were here, and I apologize, there's been a bit of a pause there as reality raised its ugly little head. We had finished up the Klingon War, we were into the Romulan mystery, and we had finished Desperate Measures. We're going on with Shadow Play today, but before we do that, we need to go meet with Lieutenant Farah at Starfleet Academy, and I believe we also have the option of starting to add some traits. So let's start with what we want to do with traits. Comes with a nice amount of them here. Sure-footed is one of my favorite ones. Stubborn. One more here, and we'll go with Old Peak Health and some space traits. Yes, you may have your own personal ones. I like mine for the moment. Where shall we go? I don't like innocuous. A little shield help. A little hull help. That one right there. Alright, so we've got those going, and it's too early to be doing much of anything else. And we will start playing with this. We've got a few space points and ground points, but let's not start that today. So off to visit Lieutenant Farah. If you'll remember, we did the accolades here at Starfleet Academy last time with visiting all the memorial plaques. And there's Lieutenant Farah. What are we going to get? Ooh, we get some people. Sweet. Alright, anything in the store that we get yet? Nope, not there yet. Okie doke, no problems. Let's make sure we've got everything we can possibly have. We do. Mostly we've got hypos. Lisa's got some stuff. Colas has got some stuff. Let's give him some more stuff. Frel and Zarva. We are good enough for the moment. Alright, and we're going to start up with transwarping out to beginning of the mission.
On a remote world, scientists are adapting Borg technology to suit their own needs. A Federation crew, caught in an impossible situation, fights to survive. But help may not arrive in time. Who will heed their desperate call? In their anguish, the Romulans could cause a greater tragedy than even they imagine.
Ooh. Little shadow play beginning. Captain, we have arrived in the Serene system. This is supposed to be a neutral colony, but I'm detecting multiple Romulan Star Empire ships, as well as a shield wall surrounding the planet. If this is a blockade, they're very serious about keeping people out. The Warbirds are arming weapons, sir. We might have a fight if we want to return our guest to her colony. Speaking of which, Takala would like a word. Patch her through. I can't thank you enough for returning me. It looks like the Romulan Star Empire has been busy while I was away. They were already lobbying our council to join them, but Romulan Republic envoys are there as well. Now the Empire is blockading the planet, probably to prevent information like ours from reaching our leaders. The shield wall is new. I guess the Tal Shiar constructed it. You should be careful. It isn't the first time we've run afoul of the Romulan Star Empire. This planet is protected by the Romulan Star Empire. State your business. Indeed. Identify the citizen. We have no record of that colonist. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. I don't think so, Commander. So I know most of you play the game, and you have your own way of doing it. When you're a lower level toon like this one, it's really much easier to use the game advantages of flanking. So you might have noticed that I got behind him, used my tachyon beams to help drop the shields, and stayed back there to just kind of beat him up where the shields were weakest and where he's inherently the weakest. Are you ready to beam down to the surface, sir? I can't believe I finally made it home. Thank you. I never thought I'd see this place again. I would give you the grand tour, such as it is, but I need to get back to my family. I never thought I'd see them again either. You should talk to a representative from our council. Follow the path ahead and it will lead you to the central square. There should be someone you can speak with there.
Jolan True, and welcome to Sereni Prime. Oh, thank you for returning Takela to us. I'm sure her family is pleased she is safe. However, you have arrived at an interesting time. I was just preparing to meet with representatives from the Romulan Star Empire and the Romulan Republic. Each are urging our colony to join their faction. We've done our best to stay out of the conflict until now, but I fear we will soon be forced to take a side.
Yes, we met one of the Empire's representatives in orbit. They tried to destroy my ship.
Yes, the Empire has a way of offering assistance that feels more like a threat. They offered security services for my world, and I could not risk refusing them. And, to be fair, there have been no abductions since the fleet began protecting the planet.
Abductions?
A number of our citizens went missing in the weeks before the Empire arrived. The Empire blames the Republic, of course, but I think Sela likes to blame them for a lot of things. There's no evidence they are responsible, however. In fact, there's no evidence at all. And I think that if the Republic were behind these kidnappings, they would leave some trace behind. If you would care to speak to the representatives, I would be interested in hearing what your opinion of them is.
I'm honored by your request, Counselor. This is Sub-Commander Tamanda. A pleasure to meet you, Lieutenant Commander. What can I do for you? What is your mission here? My intent was to speak to the Council about the advantages of joining the Republic. Fortunately, I arrived before the blockade, and the Council has extended their protection to me. Otherwise, I'd probably be on my way to one of the Tal Shiar's prison facilities by now. The Empress likes to hide her threats in a few layers of deception and lies. It can be difficult for a peaceful world like Sereni Prime to resist, but if we all stick together, we will be able to rise up and defeat the Tal Shiar once and for all. You have ambitious goals, Sub-Commander. Good luck. Speaking to the Empire Envoy. You are not welcome here, Starfleet. The Council feels differently. She asked me to speak with you and give her my opinion. Then she is a fool. The Federation are allies of the terrorists who seek to destroy what remains of our glorious empire. You will do nothing here but sow dissent and unrest. I also know that you destroyed a ship protecting this planet, with callous disregard for the safety of the citizens of this colony. I have nothing more to say to a murderer. He left me no choice. You had no choice. Those words have been the excuse of monsters since time immemorial. On the chance, however, that the Council is foolish enough to be swayed by your biased opinion, I will explain that the Romulan Star Empire is Sereni Prime's only hope for peace and stability. We alone possess the military strength and operational effectiveness to keep this planet safe. The terrorists from the Republic can only offer them a portion of their own loss and suffering. The Empress has already sent ships to defend this colony. That is evidence of our intentions. Your intentions are clear, Sub-Commander. I think I've heard enough. And back to the counselor.
Well, what did you think of them?
We have 4 options. I may be biased, but I think you should join the Republic. If safety is your main concern, you may want to join the Romulan Star Empire. You've done well staying neutral so far. I don't see a reason why you should change your course now. I can't tell you what your colony should do. Follow your heart and your instincts.
An interesting perspective. Thank you for your suggestion. Our most convincing evidence comes from a survivor of Virinat. And if his story can be believed, he says he knows who is behind these abductions. You should speak to him before you leave. He's behind that building.
I'll listen to his story. Yes, I was at Virinat. My family died there. My friends. It wasn't terrorists who destroyed my home, and it certainly wasn't the Republic. It was the Tal Shiar and their friends. But you don't have to take my word for it. Virinat has been abandoned since the attack. Go see what our Empress does to her people. I'm sorry for your loss. It appears we've done all we can here, sir. Shall we return to the ship? And beaming up. Sir, course locked in for Virinat. However, there are Romulan ships decloaking. They are hailing us, Captain. Lieutenant Commander, your presence here is unauthorized. Furthermore, we have evidence that you had a role in the destruction of the IRW Rhea and the deaths of her crew. Lower your shields. Sorry, it didn't work the first time. Sir, there's a Romulan Republic vessel here as well. They're hailing us. On screen. You appear to have run afoul of the Tal Shiar. Do you require assistance? Oh, yes, please. Tal Shiar will no longer trouble you. Do you require anything else? No. Well, thank you for your assistance. Sir, I recommend we cross the shield barrier and exit the system before Tal Shiar reinforcements arrive. Agreed. Lay in a course. Are you ready to set course for Virinat? Warping to Virinat. We have arrived in the Virinat system. Sensors are detecting no signs of activity in the system, not even satellites. For a once populated world, the sensor silence is eerie. Set course for the planet. Sir, this debris appears to be from a Romulan vessel. It's old, but it took some heavy energy weapon hits before it was destroyed. You don't normally see battles like this near agricultural colonies. And since we're moving in, there's a second field of debris to be scanned. If you don't know, you can click on the scan function, which is right up on your little mini area map. Or you can hit letter V. Normally, if there's something there, it'll point you towards it. But on some of the older missions, it doesn't work that well. Sir, this appears to be debris from a vessel of unknown configuration. However, the energy signatures conform to the limited information we have about the Elachi. There's not enough here for the ship to have been destroyed, sir. Whatever it was, it probably survived this battle. This could be the mysterious enemy the survivors talk about. Could it be the Elachi? We need more information. Sir, I'm detecting a vessel. Wait, there's nothing there. Must have been a sensor echo. Are you ready to beam to the surface, sir? Beaming down. This place is destroyed, Captain, but the damage is only a few months old. I'm not detecting any humanoid life signs. However, there are several insect life forms around the area. We should be cautious. Before we go any further, let's make sure everybody's got a weapon. We are good. The alloys in this wreckage are consistent with Romulan starship design specifications, sir. Retrieve a sample for analysis. Sir, although the colonist died of a plasma weapons discharge, her tissues appear to be infected with some kind of fungal spores. The bio readings I'm getting are somewhat similar to some of the readings from prisoners on Installation 18. The evidence of Elachi involvement is mounting. Take a sample. It looks like they were having some kind of festival when they were attacked. It's a windmill blade, Captain. Many of the Romulan colonies are using alternative power supplies such as these. It's a windmill blade, Captain. Many of the Romulan colonies are using alternative power supplies such as these. With the damage to the blade, though, this structure withstood several explosive blasts of extremely high power. Retrieve a sample for analysis. This crater was created by an orbital strike from a plasma weapon of Romulan origin. Since it's doubtful the colony destroyed themselves, it could only have been the Tal Shiar. Look, sir, even in the midst of this destruction, life continues. Perhaps someday this colony will renew itself as well. So you may have noticed that I've gone to 3 things that have not been in the mission. They haven't been the collect evidence, scan colonists, scan crater, scan beacon. These are 5 points for a separate accolade that if you don't know where to look, you will not find it. So it's the windmill, the debris when you first land, the flower. We've got 2 more to find though. If you don't find them, the mission will still run through. The next one is the fountain over here. This fountain must have been beautiful once. The water is still drinkable despite the destruction. The residents of this colony put a lot of love and effort into building it. Now it's all gone. Wrong way. Can we get through there? No. Let's see if we can get around this way. Oh my goodness. Ah, there we go, but... What a lovely flower. I wonder who planted it. We'll probably never know. That is the accolade in memoriam. I'll give you a link to that when we're out of here. Now, over to the evidence. I think this device is some kind of beacon, but it doesn't conform to any technology I'm familiar with. However, the components seem to match some of the equipment we discovered on Installation 18. Get a full scan. Starfleet will want to review our findings. Sir, I'm detecting a subspace transmission. We can access it over at that console. Console. That word. Welcome, guest. You have one message from Empress Sela. Would you like to play it now?
Citizens of the Empire, it is with great sorrow that I report the destruction of our colony in the Virinat system by the terrorist insurgents known as the Romulan Republic. I believe most of the residents of Virinat were loyal subjects of the Empire who were unaware of the terrorist cell hidden amongst their homes and families. Their deaths are a tragedy. When the Tal Shiar attempted to remove the insurrectionists and save Virinat and its people, the Romulan Republic destroyed the entire colony rather than submit to the lawful authority of my forces. I grieve for the loss of innocent life. Rest assured that those responsible will be found and punished for their crimes against the Romulan people. Virinat will not be forgotten.
I'm getting some unusual energy readings, similar to the ones we received from that strange beacon. Oop. Captain, a ship from an unknown configuration has decloaked and is arming weapons. Recommend you and the away team return to the Iroquois immediately. It was a scout ship, Captain. We drove it off, but I'm expecting reinforcements any moment. Captain, we are receiving a priority subspace transmission from Starfleet Command. Do you want me to put it on the main view screen? On screen.
To all Starfleet vessels, our allies in the Romulan Republic are under attack by the Tal Shiar. All combat-ready vessels are ordered to report to New Romulus immediately. Individual orders to follow.
Open a channel to Admiral Tanay.
Thank you for responding so quickly. Your orders are to rendezvous with Battle Group Phi at Virinat and proceed to New Romulus to reinforce our vessels there. The battle is already underway.
We're on our way, Admiral.
Glad to have you here. Let's get to New Romulus.
Are you ready to warp to New Romulus, sir?
We are grateful beyond words for your help. You have arrived in the nick of time. New Romulus does not have the developed orbital defenses necessary to repel such an attack, and Admiral Pererick is calling for as many ships as possible to defend the planet. The flotilla protecting the planet has been pushed back by the enemy assault. They are at their final line now. They need your help.
Battle stations.
Glad you could join us. Concentrate fire on their command ship.
destruction of the command ship has thrown the enemy fleet into confusion. Just the one more over here. Let's see if we can get it. Sir, we're being hailed by the Romulan Republic.
On behalf of the Romulan Republic, thank you for your assistance today. You have saved our new world from destruction. We cannot begin to repay these deeds you have performed today, but know that your names will go down in history.
We were honored to be of service. It looks like we are done here, sir. Are you ready to depart the system?
The Romulan Republic extends their sincere gratitude for your assistance in saving their homeworld. We now know the race you encountered there is called the Elachi, and they are the Tal Shiar's new allies. From what you found on Virinat and what they tried to do at New Romulus, I'd say that whatever they're doing, it's not in our best interests. The Republic is continuing to search for clues to reveal what exactly is happening to the people being abducted by the Elachi. You, however, may be set to a different task.
All right, plasma beam, dual beam bank, heavy cannons, or torpedo launcher. We seem to be working with beams, but this is fairly nimble ship, if a bit slow, so let's go beam bank.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
And we'll accept that mission next time around.
The supernova.
Yes, I appreciate
I have
that.
new missions.
We will grab it next time, ma'am. For the moment, I think we need to get back to the space dock and maybe upgrade some of our toys here. So let's take care of that really quick here. Let's put you in place of our cannons. Yes, thank you. We will put you in place of our current deflector. Stock there. Anything else worth trading out at the moment? I think we're good for the moment, folks. And basically the same gear. Colas, you can have something new there. There you go, sweetie. Some new clothes for you. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this episode. I'm going to attach a link to the map that shows you where all the items are if you want to go for the accolade there in memoriam. In addition, I'm going to link a music video on a little bit of the history of the attack on the Romulan, or excuse me, on Virinat by the Tal Shiar. Because, you know, what the heck, I like making music videos. I haven't done it for a while, but this is one of my favorites. All right, everyone, we'll see you next time. We're going to continue on with the adventures of Daammo Tuly, now Lieutenant Commander, and keep going with our Delta recruits. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.